Hi, everybody. My name is Stephanie Kraft, and my website is stephaniecraft.com. One of the most common questions I get from my clients, whether they're coming in for a hypnotherapy session or they're having an energy healing session or a twin flame session, is what is my mission? What is my purpose? They want to know why they're here, what they're supposed to be doing. But your purpose for being here is never about doing. Your purpose is, as a soul, you have decided to incarnate in order to learn, grow, and evolve. And so, mission, well, the word mission, the idea of a mission, is more about doing. And so, you might have a mission to do something, right? But the purpose, your purpose, comes down to not doing, but things like learning about love, giving and receiving love, about loving unconditionally. So before I get into this long list of things that are actually people's purposes, I want to just give an overview that you don't need to seek or search when you're asking the question, what is my purpose? What is my mission? Why am I here? The answer is never going to be about doing, but it is going to be about what you're learning to perfect, what you're learning to improve upon, what you're trying to get better than you did in another lifetime. You're trying to get it right, do better. These are things like love, forgiveness, giving, receiving, asking for help, offering sympathy, being compassionate, learning to be non-judgmental, becoming more acceptant, tolerant, resilient, learning about endurance, patience, kindness, compassion, humility. These are the kinds of things that are about purpose. And so I can understand why people have this burning desire to know more about what they're supposed to be doing and why they're here. But nobody's really ever going to tell you that it's all about, oh, you're supposed to write a book or write a song or invent something. These are options. Whatever you do here during an incarnation, there's a very wide array of things that you can do. And what it actually is doesn't matter. That's what it's really important to understand, is that whatever you do isn't as important as how you're doing it and what you're learning through the different life experiences. So if you do have this question, what is my purpose? What is my mission? The best thing you can do is go within and ask yourself, where are you most challenged? Where do you have the most difficulties? What keeps recurring in your life? Themes. These are along the lines of what I've just spoken about. Learning to give and receive love, being more compassionate, understanding, forgiving, If you find that you haven't forgiven someone for something, there you go. It's right there for you. Working on that. If you find that you're judgmental of people, there you go. That's what you're working on, learning to be non-judgmental. If you find that you're impatient, there you go. You are learning about patience. So you don't need to ask anybody outside of yourself, what is my mission? What is my purpose? Why am I here? You're here for these seemingly simple things. They're not simple, but these ideas, okay? So, because when I guide clients to the other side, their soul always, 100% of the time, responds to this question in the ways that I've just explained. Never, not once, 0 times has a soul ever responded by asking the client to do something tangible, like get a new job, go hike that mountain, have a child, make that delicious meal, perfect it. Nothing, no doing, no actions, only these ideas that we could call the virtues, these inner qualities that we're working to develop. 100% of the time, the soul responds that this being is working on one or more of these things. So I hope that that helps you understand. If you're still seeking for what you're supposed to do in life, there's no supposed to, but in that way, it is about do what brings you joy, do what you love, be guided by your heart, do things you're interested in, you're drawn to, you're inspired by, not what your head tells you you should do, not what your mind says would be good, would make a lot of money, would be practical. If you do that, you usually end up miserable and probably getting sick because you're not in alignment with your soul, and your body takes the hit. Your mind, your emotions take the hit. So it's better to follow your heart, your inspiration, and your soul, which is guiding you in that direction. Don't listen to other people who are pushing you in directions that are not of your true nature. And so that is why people get stuck when they're trying to figure out what they're supposed to do, because they're not listening to themselves. They're using their mind to make all kinds of excuses about why they shouldn't do that and they should follow something else more logical. But that will only get you into trouble in the end. Follow your heart, follow your inspiration, follow your excitement. Go in that direction. You can never go wrong when you're following that inspired thought or that inspired feeling. And your heart can never be wrong. It's always right. Your heart knows before you do. Your body knows before you do. So nobody can really tell you either what your mission or purpose is. And it doesn't even work like that where there's one thing. Your whole entire life, you're going to do so many different things. And you'll always be guided from one thing to the next, from one moment to the next. It's not one big thing. It's not one thing. So don't think about it like that. Think about, what is it right now? It's the one thing that you're doing right now does not equate to one big thing later. It's step by step, different thing. You're gathering different thing after different thing. You're gathering many life experiences along the way to formulate a big picture, a grand picture. And you might not, when you look back, you might say, wow, if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have ended up here, and so on and so on. So it's truly about following your heart and your soul. And don't think that other people outside of you can tell you what it is. Okay? My website is stephaniecraft.com. You can book sessions directly on my website for energy healing, hypnotherapy, twin flame healing sessions. And I will see you soon in another video. Bye-bye.